I'm going to start with our class. Klaro ba yung boses ko? Hello?
Not really,
Klaro
ma'am.
naman, ma'am.
Morning. Klaro ba boses ko?
Yes, ma'am.
Medyo.
Hello? Okay, so magpe-present muna ako ng So I'm your professor. My name is Lobelia Calago. So I'm your professor for GE 114. The course description of this is Mathematics in the Modern Worlds. So binigay ko naman sa inyo sa Google Classroom ang ating course outline. For our midterm topic, we will only tackle 3 modules. So we have the module 1 for Nature of Mathematics, module 2 is Speaking Mathematically, and the module 3 is the problem solving. Within this week, I already uploaded our topic or our topic regarding So in-upload ko na po ang topics, yung 3 unit under Module 1. So by next week, on Tuesday, I'm going to upload your first quiz. So your first quiz will be 15 minutes time pressure. So merong automatically magpa-prompt sa inyo na sabi na if you're ready to take the quiz, it is a 15-minute quiz. So after you click the next or ganon, so automatic na yun magka-countdown into 15 minutes. Pero don't worry, your quiz will be available from Tuesday next week around 9 o'clock until Friday. So, ibig sabihin, the form will be available from Tuesday, 9 o'clock until Friday of 5 p.m. So, you can take anytime within the dates. Okay? So, pag ready na po kayo, nabasa nyo na mga module 1 ninyo, yung unit 1 and 2 and 3, ready na kayo to take the exam, you can continue clicking it for the 15 minutes time pressure. So, tapos, it is a multiple choice of exam. So, don't worry, multiple choice po yun. Kung may problem solving man, pero the answer is available in the multiple choice. So, and also, this 15 minutes, so before I make it into a 15-minute time pressure, I tested it kung kaya ba ng estudyante to answer the problem or the questions within 15 minutes. Okay naman, kaya siya. So any question regarding the quiz that I'm going to post on Tuesday, 9 a.m. So yung quiz it will be regarding sa Module 1, the Fibonacci sequence, the nature of mathematics, mga ganon. Regarding Module 1 pa lang, yung pinost ko lahat sa Google Classroom natin. So if you have a question regarding our quiz for next meeting, I'm going to upload the PowerPoint for our topic for today. Wait i-share ko muna ang aking screen. Ah. Okay? Ayaw man extend. Ne ba to ya uwi abla ele akilo? Full load? Pag-check mo to designation, okay lang. Ang dato lang kay magpasa na yun. Lone, go to kito. Umida. Kumano kung prapan? Okay, so we will start with the nature of mathematics. So, recap yan sa ating module 1. So, what will be your intended learning objectives regarding this lecture? Yan po. Teka, tingnan ko muna kung may pumapasok pa ba sa Google Meet. Wala na. Okay, so to identify patterns of mathematics and how it comes to play both in nature and in human endeavors, we're going to argue about what is mathematics and its importance in the world, articulate the importance of mathematics in one's life, and apply mathematical concepts in solving societal problems, and to express appreciation for mathematics as a human endeavor. So that is the ILO for this module. So I'm going to go with the patterns and numbers in nature and the world. So ito yung example, no? So una, di-discuss ko yung patterns. So patterns can be integer patterns or number patterns. So in our, ito lang. So in our problem here, so dito, nakasmile siya. Next, nakasmile na may ngipin. Tapos nakasmile na naman, may ngipin, tapos nakasmile. So automatically, alam natin na ang susunod is yung may ngipin. So what are these patterns? So patterns are regular, repeated, or recurring forms or designs. It is a series or sequence that repeats. Most common places to find patterns is in math. Kasi mostly ang math, sa may mga patterns talaga nakikita yan. Kasi pag may patterns ka makikita, mako-compute mo, makikita mo kung anong next, or anong variables ang next na naman. Okay, so math patterns are sequences that repeat according to a rule or rules. So may kailangan, may ginagaya ng rule or rules. So ano tong rule? A rule is a set way to calculate or solve a problem. So for example, itong next figure pattern. So we all know that there is a pattern before we can get what will be the next figure. So, ang susunod niya, titingnan nyo muna, i-observe nyo yung given figure. We know we have 1. We can find in the next pattern, may 2 lines. Sa third pattern, may 3 line. And then sa next pattern, may 4 lines. So, automatic, meron tayo dito 1, 2, 3, 4. So, automatic, ang susunod niya are 5 lines. So, count mo yung 5 lines bang meron sa letter A or sa B. So, ika-count natin yung letter A. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, automatic, your answer is A. But don't, ano yan tawag dyan? Wag natin tingnan kagad na ang letter A yung susunod. Baka yung B naman is 5. So, ika-count muna natin kung 5 ba siya. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 siya. So, automatic, cross out na ang letter B. So, your sunod na, yung answer will be letter A. Teka. Tingnan ko muna kung gising pa ba ang aking estudyante o may nag-admit. Okay, wala na. Okay. Next. So what will be the next pattern? So ngayon, letter A and B are all stars. Ang magkaiba lang sa kanila yung sa loob. The one is shaded and the other is not. So, ano ang next pattern dito? Tingnan nyo yung sa figure. Dito is shaded, yung first. Second is not shaded. Yung third is shaded. So, yung sunod sa number 4 must be not shaded. Kaya, ang answer is B. Hindi itong A. Oh. So, what are these number patterns? Number patterns. So, we will start with the arithmetic sequence. So, itong diniscuss ko, this is a figure pattern. Kasi, figure yung pagkasunod-sunod na patterns tapos hanapin mo yung next. Ngayon, we will go to the number pattern. So, number pattern, so from the word itself, it is a pattern that consists of a number. So, meron tayong arithmetic sequence. What is this arithmetic sequence? It is a group of numbers that follow a pattern based on specific rule. Ano yung rule under arithmetic? So, ang rule niya is it involves a sequence of numbers to which the same amount has been added or subtracted. So, yung arithmetic, yung rule niya is addition and subtraction. Kasi added or subtracted lang siya. The amount that is added or subtracted is known as the common difference. So, ito yung difference, yung definition niyan. Yung term to be used. So, yung common difference is the amount that is added or subtracted. So, yung arithmetic sequence, yung rule niya is only addition and subtraction, which is known as the common difference. So, for example, we have here 0, 5, 19, and 15. What will be the next number? So, titingnan nyo yung common difference. So, if we're going to subtract 5 minus 0, it will give us 5. Subtract 19 minus 5 is 14. 14. Ay, sorry. Wrong pala to. Wait, Dapat to is 10. Wait. Okay. So, 10 ito. So, 15 minus 5, minus 10 is 5. So, this is what you call the common difference. So, there is a common difference of 5. So, automatic, sa 15, ang difference sa next figure is 5. So, what will be your answer? So, your answer is 20. Yan. So, that is for arithmetic sequence. Now, we go to geometric sequence. Geometric sequence is a list of numbers that are multiplied or divided by the same amount. So, from arithmetic sequence, at common difference ang ginagamit, which is the plus and minus. While in geometric sequence, ang ginagamit naman dito is times and divide. So, ang tawag niyan is common ratio. the amount by which the numbers are multiplied or divided. Kulang yung divided dyan. So, sa arithmetic, common difference ang tawag doon, and in geometric sequence, common ratio. For example, what number comes next in 2, 4? Teka, may nag-message. Ano yun? May nag-message na mag-join. Wala man. Okay. So, what number comes next in this sequence? So, we have 2, 4, 8, 16, and 32. So, titingnan natin. 4 is a factor of 2 times 2. So, meron kang 2 times 2. 8 is a factor of 4 times 2. 16 naman ay kinuha sa 8 times 2. Ang 32 naman ay kinuha sa 16 times 2. So, there is a common ratio of 2. Therefore, ang susunod na figure is the product of 32 times 2, which is 64. So, automatic, alam nyo yung answer na ang next figure niya is 64. So, that is for geometric sequence. Okay, we go now to the triangular numbers. Under number patterns pa rin tayo. Triangular patterns are this one. Ito yung triangular patterns. You start with the layer 1 with a 1 number, layer 2 with a 2 circles, layer 3 with a 3 circles, ganyan. So, what is triangular numbers? So, triangular numbers, so ang ginagamit niya is terms. These are the numbers in a sequence. So, terms ang tawag doon. Unlike sa arithmetic, common difference. Sa geometric, common ratio. Triangular numbers are terms ang tawag doon sa kanya. What is these terms? The terms of a triangular sequence are related to the number of dots needed to create a triangle. O, yun ang tawag doon. Related to the number of dots needed to create a triangle. For example, what number comes next in 1, 3, 6, 10, and 15, and blank? So, anong susunod sa 15? So, ang kinuha niya, yan. Kinuha niya muna is, ano ang kinuha niya? The difference. So, kinuha niya yung 3 minus 1 is 2. 6 minus 3 is 3. 10 minus 6 is 4. 15 minus 10 is 5. Now, may nakikita kayong pattern. Ano yung pattern na yan? The pattern is, we have the common difference niya is 2, 3, 4, 5. So, there is an increase of additional 1 from the origin para yun ang magiging sunod niyang number. So, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, automatic, 6 siya dito. So, from the 6, anong gagawin mo sa 15? I-add mo yan. Kasi ang susunod na number minus yung previous number, yun yung terms doon sa baba. So, 15 plus 6, we have 21. So, that will be your answer for the next number. Okay? For the square numbers. Oh, may question ba? Oh, may papasok. Question? Okay tayo? Oh, silence means no question. Okay. Dali, 100. Hello, sorry ah. Okay, for square numbers, ayan. Tingnan ko muna, time check, 9:38 pala. Okay, hanggang, we still have 1 hour. 10:30 po tayo. Okay. So square numbers are the terms are the squares of their position in a square. So automatic square numbers is the square. The square yung kanyang terms. Unlike yung sa triangular, yung terms niya is increasing ang kanyang number. So what number comes next? Oh. Ang gagawin nyo ngayon is to observe muna kung ano ito. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So if you're going to use wait lang po kasi mayroong nag-message. Post na daw ang klase. Tubig. Okay, so ano yun? So what will be? So if you're going to subtract this one, hindi pa natin alam na square number siya, no? We will try yung basic na ginagamit is yung subtraction. So 4 minus 1 is 3. 9 minus 4 is 5. 16 minus 9 is 7. 25 minus 16 is 9. 9 ba? Okay, 9. Ngayon, pwede nyo pang kukunin yung difference nito. So we have 5 minus 3 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. So meron siyang common difference in the two layers na. Layer 1 to dito, dito layer 2. Pwede naman itong gagamitin nyo, kaso nga lang marami pa siyang process. 9 plus 2 is 11. 25 plus 11 is 36. Is this still correct answer? Or kung gagamitin ko yung square numbers na process, parehas ba ang sagot? So we will see. As we can observe here, this one is a factor of 1 squared. 4 is a factor of 2 squared. 9 is a factor of 3 squared. 16 is a factor of 4 squared. 25 is a factor of 5 squared. So lahat sila ay may exponent na squared. Yung base naman is increasing. Arithmetic. What? So increasing yung kanyang base. So from the base, we can conclude that ang susunod is 6. So 6. Madali lang ha.
Okay guys, so let's start.
Yan timing kayo. Biometric daw. No. Oo, kami ni. Okay, so we have here. Madali lang ha. So, we have, kasi may pumapasok pa ata. Yeah. 2B. Kailangan i-entertain ko muna kaklase niyo.
He just gave me what you understood.
Okay, so, ano yan?
30 seconds, just give me what.
May pumapasok.
Listen everybody, listen the instruction. Listen everybody. What I asked you is
Okay. So, we will continue. So, automatic. Ang susunod is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with same exponent 2. 6 squared is 36. So, yung susunod number is 36. So, we come up the same result kahit magkaiba yung process. This one is arithmetic sequence. Kasi ang kinuha ko is the common difference. But, nasa 2 layers na siya. Unlike this one, dire-diretso na siya sa 1 layer pa lang, and we found out that it is a square numbers. Asa lang si Kasha, Jim? Okay, so we will go next. Ayan, ayan yung ating answer. Place ko Ayan. So, same yung dito sa taas. Okay. So, we'll go to the next pattern. Cube numbers. So, obviously, this is like a square numbers, but this time, the exponent is cube. We all know, ang cube is, exponent niya is 3. So, the terms are the cubes of their position in a square.
okay.
So, we have here 1, 8, 27, 64, and 125.
What are you trying to say?
So, we all know, kapag gagawitin natin ang subtraction, we will try to see kung parehas sa subtraction. 8 minus 1 is 7. 27 minus 8 is 19. 64 minus 27. Tingnan natin I will get muna calculator para madali tayo. Where's the calculator? Okay, so 64 minus 27 is 37. 125 minus 64 is 61. So, wala pa silang common difference. So, if we're going to subtract again, let's see, baka sa second layer merong common. So, ito 12. How about this one? 37 minus 19 is 18. Ito, 61. 61 minus 37. 24. Wala pa rin sa layer 2. How about if we're going to continue subtracting? 18 minus 12 gives us 6. 24 minus 18. So, dito na sa layer 3, May nakita na po tayong common difference.
Okay, let's
So,
go
if
with
we're going to add 6 sa 24, ganyan yung po yung process para makuha yung ating difference. So, 24 plus 6 is 30.
listen.
61 plus 30 is 91. 125 plus 91 is 216.
Alpha.
Ngayon, tingnan natin kung parehas ba pag gagamitin ko ang process ng cube numbers. We all know that this one is 1 over cube.
In 5 words,
This one is 2 cubes.
we can
This one is 3 cubes. This one is 4 cubes. And this one is 5 cubes. All of them have the same exponent. So automatic, yung sa susunod na number, may cube na exponent. Ang base, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 yan siya. So let us see if the 6 cube is 216. So we will multiply to itself, to 6 ng tatlong beses. Yun ang ibig sabihin sa exponent. 6 times 6 times 6. Bale, 6 times 6 times 6. Tatlong beses kasi yan ang cube. Exponent niya. So it gives us 216 pa rin. So it means that kaya gamitin mo yung cube number for this one, the arithmetic sequence using the 3 layers, it will give us 216 pa rin. Okay? Yan. No questions? Let me see kung gising pa ang aking estudyante. Baka natutulog na. Questions?
Ma'am.
Ma'am, may question
Present,
lang, ma'am. May question lang sana ako, ma'am.
Yes, Victor, Carmen,
Yung sa,
Lopez, ano yan?
kailangan pa namin talaga dumaan sa arithmetic sequence, ma'am, para makuha yun, or pwede naman i-diretso na lang po?
Pwede na diretso. Kasi itong ginawa ko dito is nagiging 3 layers na. So it means meron pa yung 4th layer, 5th layer. So medyo pag
Mahaba
hindi
yung
na talaga
process?
makuha, mahaba yung process, you try the other way. You can try the square numbers, the geometric, baka nandun siya sa iba't ibang process ng number patterns. So pinakita ko lang na pwede din siya kunin using the arithmetic sequence na that will lead you to the same answer pa rin. Pero it doesn't mean na kailangan mong gamitin lang palagi yung arithmetic.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Okay, so those are the number patterns. So sa mathematics, we already discussed the figure patterns, yun yung figure, kung anong sunod na figure, and also yung anong sunod na number. In nature also, you can also find patterns. What are these patterns in nature? They are visible, regular forms found in natural world. Yung nakita natin sa surroundings natin, etc. It can sometimes be modeled mathematically, and they include symmetries, trees, spirals, meanders, folds, tessellations, cracks, and stripes. So yung mga patterns na yan, ito na yung mga patterns sa nature. Ito. Yan yung mga patterns sa nature na makikita. So what are these? So I'm going to discuss this on the next slide. So we will start first with the symmetry. So ang symmetry is a pervasive in living things. Animal mainly have bilateral or mirror symmetry. Animal, kasama na yung tao, tayo. We are in the mirror or bilateral symmetry. Paano yan? Ihahati natin yung ating katawan starting from the upper, ang ating head papunta sa ating pambaba. So, there will be the same. So, may left leg, may right leg. Meron tayong left hand, may right hand. May 5 fingers sa left, may 5 finger din sa right. May isang ears sa left, may isang ears din sa right. May isang mata sa left, may isang ding mata sa right. So that is what you call a bilateral or mirror. Kasi kung anong nakikita sa left, yun din ang nakikita sa right. Kaya nga, animal are bilateral or mirror. Ang lips naman, worse. Mostly, may mga 3 folds, 4 folds, 6 folds na sila. So, plants often have radial or rotational symmetry. So, what is rotational symmetry? Radial symmetry. So, ang rotational, yan ang radial. Teka. So, ang rotational, they are found at different scales among non-living things, including the crown-shaped splash pattern formed when a drop falls into a pond, and both the spheroidal shape and rings of a planet like Saturn. Kung ang symmetry ng rotational is yung nagbibilog siya. Yung parang pag i-fall mo yung inyong water drops sa tubig, di ba parang may bilog na nagpo-form. So that is the rotational symmetry. Yun na yung mga these patterns in nature, ito ay i-discuss ko. Pero di ba napanood nyo na yung aking pinost na 2 YouTube link. It will discuss all of the patterns, the math that can be explained in nature. So the radial naman, these are found in the echinoderms, which is the group that includes starfish, sea urchins, and sea lilies. So, yun ang tawag sa radial. So, later, makikita nyo yung ano talagang itsura nito. So, we have the mirror symmetry. Ito na yun. Yung sinasabi ko, pag i-divide mo ito, may makita kayong the same dito sa right and the left. The same with this one. Pag i-divide mo into 2. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng mirror symmetry. Yan. Yan ang mirror symmetry. Pag i-divide mo into 2, it will give you a mirror symmetry. Next. Threefold symmetry. Ano tong threefold? May makikita kayong 1, 2, 3. Ang sunod na layer, 1, 2, 3 din. So that is a threefold. Threefold symmetry yung 3 leaves na makikita sa isang layer. Like this one. Threefold din yan. Yan. So all of these are threefold symmetry. We have also the fourfold. Yan ang fourfold. So isang layer may 4 na leaves. Yan. We have 4 leaves. This one also. Also this one, 4 din to. And then this also, fourfold. Ang fivefold, yan. So the same pa rin ha, 5 parts in 1 layer. Sixfold, ayan din. 6 sa isang layer. Rotational naman, ito. Kasi wala ka nang makitang mga 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Kundi rotational ang kanyang pagbubuo. Yan. Those are rotational. Ito na yung sinabi ko, rotational. Yung pag-drop ng water na perform ng rotational symmetry. Yan. Trees and fractals. Ano to? Teka, may pumapasok. Okay, trees and fractals. Fractals are infinitely self-similar, iterated mathematical constructs having fractal dimensions. So fractal-like patterns occur widely in nature, in phenomena as diverse as clouds, river networks, geologic fault lines, mountains, coastlines, animal coloration, the snowflakes, crystals, blood vessel branching, and ocean waves. So, yan yung mga fractals. Anong ibig sabihin ng fractals? Iterated mathematical constructs. So, ibig sabihin, hindi mo na siya makakount. Kasi sa isang, for example, sa isang ganyan, meron siyang maraming ganyan. Tapos doon sa isa na naman, meron din nag-increase na ganyan. Kaya mostly, ang fractals sa may trees or yung mga shrubs. Okay, so spirals. Spirals can be seen in whirlpools or in the shells of snails and similar mollusks. So as the snail grow, their shells also expand proportionately so that they can continue to live inside their shells. So this process results in a refined spiral structure that is even more visible when the shells is sliced. Anong tawag dun sa figure na yon? Those are what you call the equiangular spiral. So ito na yung spiral. Yan. Yan yung spiral. Ito, di ko alam kung anong flower ito. Basta nag-start siya sa circle. Basta nag-spiral siya ganyan. So, spiral tawag dyan. Like all this galaxy, isang, hindi ko alam ang tawag dito. So, this is a sunflower. And this one sa shell. O, tingnan nyo. Ang shell daw ng snail is a logarithmic spiral. So, ibig sabihin, yung mga mathematician, natakbuhan nila that you can get an angle and a radius that is coexisting with the point C and the tangent. So, may makukuha yung mathematical perspective sa shell ng snails. So, ano naman tong chaos, flow, and meanders? So, chaos. Chaos, it ranks as an essentially universal influence on patterns in nature. Teka lang ah. No. Okay, so teka lang ah. Wait lang. Okay, so chaos. Tingnan muna natin kung baka may pumapasok pa. Meron mo. Magkano legal din.
Miracle plastic. Sa party mo. Partido yan plastic mo. Miracle. Blanco.
Okay, so we have the chaos, flow, and mender. So what are the difference between the three? So chaos, it ranks as an essentially universal influence on patterns in nature. The flow are the zigzagging patterns of whirling vortices created by unsteady separation of flow of fluid. So ang menders naman are the sinuous bends in rivers or other channels. So ma-explain natin yan through a picture. Ayan. Okay, so this is what you call the example of chaos, flow, and menders. Meron doon sa ating evaluate, no? Yung sabi ko, explain in mathematical perspective. Yung from the surname starts with letter A to H ba yun? Siya yung sa bukid mo. So, sa bukid mo, explain nyo lang ano kasi na patterns in nature ang bukid noon. Tapos, explain nyo kung saan makikita yung chocolate hills. Ano yon?
Medyo nawawala po yung signal, ma'am. Hindi masyadong clear yung voice.
Sige. Ulitin ko,
Ma'am.
Okay, so meron yung sa activity ninyo, yung sa evaluate, wherein you're going to explain the three nature, and then explain nyo kung anong pattern yun. So for example, yung sa Bohol, Chocolate Hills in Bohol. So sa Chocolate Hills in Bohol, ang surname that start with letter A to H. So sino yung mga apelyido ang letter A to H sa Bohol sila, sa Chocolate Hills. Yung isa naman, I to K ba yun? Or ano yun, I to N ba yun? That will be discussing the so titingnan ko muna ha. So meron yun doon. Titingnan ko muna. Wait.
Yes,
So, module unit 2 ata. Dito sa evaluate, ano ba yun? Ay, hindi dito. Ano ba yun? Okay. Dito ata yung mamaya upload sa module unit 3. Ito ba yan? Ano? Dito. Dito ata yun.
Kasi may pa kasi yung one eh. May pa, first year say, freshman say.
O yan, ito na. So, dito yun sa nung Tuesday, pinost ko. So, yung letter A to H. So, yung letter A to H. Ay, naku. Nangyari dito.
First year say, kailangan mo ito siya ng niya.
So, yung letter A to H, ma-explain nyo yung chocolate hills. Yung surname with a letter I to P, itong mga sigma zigzag, and then yung QC, itong Banawe rice terraces. Anong gagawin niyo dyan? So, for example, itong chocolate hills. So, explain nyo what kind of patterns in nature ang chocolate hills. Tapos, sasabihin nyo, pwede kung may makita kayong sa internet regarding bakit siya nag-form na ganyan, ano ang purpose ng maraming hills, nakadikit ang hills, bakit yan? Or kung wala naman makita, try to search for more about sa anong height ng hills, anong height mostly ng chocolate hills na yan. Like this one, kung ilan merong lines or ano yan, kung gaano kahaba ang Banawe rice terraces, or ilang layers ba ang Banawe rice terraces, kung bakit ganyan yung pagkagawa ng Banawe rice terraces. And so yung sa zigzag road ng Bukidnon, kung bakit ganyan yung kanyang road na ginawa, bakit hindi diretso na lang, or anong purpose niyan. So gano'n lang po ang i-explain ninyo sa inyong evaluate. Sa Module 1, Unit 1 yan. So, like this one. So, ito yung Mangiwa Mangiwa zigzag road. So, ang tawag dyan is the Menders. So, meron siyang explanation kung bakit ganyan zigzag ang kanyang road doon. Okay? So, what is the waves and dunes? Sa waves and dunes, ang waves sa tubig yan. Ang dunes naman ay sa sand. So, the waves have mechanical waves and wind waves. So, mechanical waves, so these are the medium or air of water making it escalate as they pass. The wind waves naman, the sea surface waves that create the characteristic chaotic pattern. So, yun ang waves. Ang dunes naman, ito na yung parang sandstorm. Ang tawag doon dunes. So, we have tawag doon crescent or Barchan's dunes. Wait kasi baka may nag-join. Wala na. Barchan dunes which produced by wind acting on desert sand. So, we have here. O, yan yung mga waves. And this one is the dunes. So, tingnan nyo, with the wind, with the dunes, may nakuha na naman ang mga mathematician kung paano nabuo ang dunes. So, nakuha na naman yung angle, mga ganyan, the sloping sand, the movement of sand dune, and the wind direction, with the wind direction. So, ganyan, kakitip ang mga... Yes? Choppy?
Choppy po, ma'am.
Klaro na?
Hindi po, ma'am.
Okay
Choppy
siya?
pa rin po.
Choppy pa rin.
Okay na po, yan ang kanya na po. Oh, yes. Okay na po, ma'am. Okay na po.
Okay. Sige
Okay.
So, ito yung waves and the dunes. So, yung sa dunes, basta yung dunes sa sand. Yung waves deals with the water. So, yung waves na ito, depende daw yan sa wind and with the water. So, pag meron may kinukuha yung angle, so that you can get the length or the height of the waves. So, ganyan ka serious ang mga mathematicians kahit sa nature, gusto nila talagang i-search and tingnan or experiment. Okay? Okay, so we have bubbles and foam. So sa bubbles, it forms a sphere, a surface with minimal area, the smallest possible surface area for the volume enclosed. Sa foam naman, it is a mass of bubbles. Foams of different materials occur in nature. So it composed of soap films obey Plato's laws. So ano yan mga bubbles and foam? Yan. These are the bubbles and foam. Asa na yun? Yan. Yung bubbles and foam. Yung bubbles, yun yung parang bilog na nabubuo sa ating soap na pag, di ba? Pag i-try mo yung soap kunin, may mabubuong bubbles. Yung foam, yung parang aside sa bubbles, may mga puti na parang mas maraming figure kaysa sa bubbles. Clear kasi yung bubbles, yung foams, yung parang yung puting portion doon na titira sa baba. Kasi yung bubbles, yung natakal natin na nagbubuo ng circle. So sa tessellations naman, they are patterns formed by repeating tiles all over a flat surface. So ito na yung mga wallpaper, mga ganon. So we have an examples. The cells in the paper nest of social wasps, the wax cells in the honeycomb. So yung wax cells sa honeycomb, yun ang tessellations. Pwede daw. The bony fish, reptiles, or the pangolin, or fruits like sasalak. The snakes. So ito na yung mga definitions ng bony fish reptiles. And the snake's head, Fritillary or Fritillaria melagris. So ano yung mga tessellation? Ito na yun. Yung honeycomb. Tessellations yan. Bakit tessellations ang tawag? Because there is a square packing or the hexagonal. So yung mga bees, they created a tessellations wherein each of these packing each of these portion na lang sabihin natin may angle yan. For example, this one, we can find that it is a 5 ba to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 siya. So, ibig sabihin, hexagonal. Pag 6 tayo, hexagonal siya. So, it is a square packing. So, tessellations also can be in a pineapple or in this one. And also, I don't know anong klaseng prutas to. It is a kiwi ba or what? I don't know what's this. Sa strawberries din, that is a tessellation. So those are the natures that you can find a pattern. Okay, for cracks, wait lang ah. Naman, meron tayong linear openings that form in materials to relieve stress. So, ano yung mga cracks? So, it can be an elastic material or inelastic material. So, kayo na magbabasa niya kung ano yung difference dito ha. Time check, we have 10:17 hanggang 10:30 lang tayo. So, I still have 12 minutes. So, paspasan ko lang ha. So, in the pattern of cracks, you can indicate whether the material is elastic or not. So, please read in your lecture what is the difference between the elastic and inelastic. So, ito yung mga cracks. Yung cracks sa isang lugar wherein there's no water. Ito, may cracks din yan. So, with the trees, meron ding makikitang ganito, that is the cracks. Okay, for the spots and stripes, so may makita tayong spots and stripes mostly sa animals. So, in-explain dito na ang spots and stripes ay ginagamit ng mga animals for a specific or purposes for their survival also. For example, part uses spots to be used as a camouflage para pwede niyang kunin or i-catch ang kanyang prey. For the ladybird naman, ginagamit niya yung spots niyang as a signaling. So, these are the spots and the stripes. So, yung stripes are the zebras. Ito, stripes din to, and this one. Yung spotted yan, at saka ito. So, those are the natures that have a spots and the stripes pattern. Okay, now we go to the world population. So world population is part also of the patterns in nature because statistician says this formula to predict kung ilan ang population ng in the Philippines, in a country, or in the whole years na gamit nila formula. Tingnan muna natin kung may pumapasok pa ba. Okay, wala na. So, ang ginagamit nilang formula is the exponential growth. So, what is this exponential growth? The A is the size of the population after it grows. The P is the initial number of people. R is the rate of growth. And T is the time. So what is this? So we will appreciate the formula with an example. Yan talaga ang math. We cannot appreciate the formula if we're not going to do or to apply this in a certain example. So we need to use an example. Okay, sinabi dito, the exponential growth. Ito yung exponential growth. Describes the population of a city in the Philippines in 1,000. 1,000 to ibig sabihin ito, which is the initial, ito yung initial population. Initial population. Yan. Sabihin, 30,000 yan. So, nilagay lang muna natin ng 30. Pag na-solve natin, i-multiply ng 1,000 lang. Kasi the same lang din yan. 3 years after 1995. So, ang year na gagamitin natin is 1995. Question. What was the population of the city in 1995? Next. What will be the population in 2017? Now, we will solve this one because meron tayong problem na ganito in your evaluation in module, anong module? Module 1, unit 2 ata. Okay, so we will have, okay, so what will be the population of the city in 1995? Kunin natin na, formula natin is A equals to ERT. But, binigay na niya na yung exponential growth sa example, this one. So, meron tayong A equals 30, E 0.02 T. So, ang 0.02 is your, this is in the R, yung R nyo. Yung P nyo is your 30. Okay, how will you get, kasi sinasabi, what was the population of the city in 1995? So, ang hahanapin natin is your letter A. But, tingnan nyo. Sinabi doon, the population years after 1995. So, ibig sabihin, nag-start sila sa 1995. Itong formula, the exponential growth, is in 1995. Ngayon, sinasabi niya, what was the population of the city in 1995? Hanapin mo pa rin yung A. Wherein this one is already in 1995. So, your T now, nahanap mo ang 1995, pero the exponential growth is given in 1995. So, your T is 0. Ika, erase ko muna to. So, dito ko lagay, your T is 0. 1995 minus the 1995 na given, your T is 0. From this exponential growth, A equals 30, E 0.02, yung T nyo is 0. So we have A equals to 30, E 0.02 times 0 is 0. Remember, in our previous lecture, in the college years, may in-explain about the exponential, e raised to 0 is equal to 1. So, we have A equals to 30 times 1. So, A nyo is 30. 30 lang ba? Remember, sinabi doon sa previous, population of a city in 1,000. Makapili, bakit ka nag-present? Wait nag-present si Makapili. Okay, so we're here So ang sinabi dito, the population is in 1,000. So yung answer natin is not 30, but 30,000. Tingnan ba natin kung 30,000 ba? Yan. The city population in 1995 was 30,000. Okay, now we go to letter B. Okay, wait, sorry for that. What will be the population in 2017? So, given is, ano yung given natin? Tingnan natin ulit, Yan. So, given natin is this one. A is 30, E 0.02 times T. Okay, what will the population in 2017? This is the exponential growth during 1995. So your T now is 2017 minus 1995. What is 2017 minus 1995? It is 1722.
Dali-dali si ma'am. Wait, putan ko yung water.
So we have, ganito So we have there, yan. Ay, Jim pa po, saka kumigo Jim Makelo.
Okay, ako na, Jim.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, may question?
Ma'am, saan yung may activity tayo, ma'am?
Sa Google Classroom natin, nag-post ako doon. So ito, pale, I don't know if this, there is an activity na magsusolving kayo, na katulad nito. I don't know whether nasa elaborate ba or sa evaluate. So ipapakita ko mamaya. 1 minute na lang pala. So just, if you have a problem with the activity na hindi makikita,
Opo, ma'am. Hindi ko nakikita, ma'am.
Teka na. Okay? September. Pwede lang kami nakalo di August ka. Okay, so kung may example mamaya, no, after the klase natin, kasi hanggang 10:30 lang tayo, if ever may problem po kayo sa activity na hindi makikita sa ating Google Classroom, just PM me so that I can check it kasi I have time pa naman because at 1 o'clock pa man yung isang pong klase, so I can entertain your queries regarding to our activity. Okay?
Okay,
So
ma'am.
kasi
Thank you,
yung
ma'am.
mga, welcome, yung mga activity kasi ipopost lang doon sa ating Google Classroom. And all of the activities that I have given within this week, you have 2 weeks to comply. So may 2 weeks pa yon for the deadline. So that will be October 11 at 11:59 p.m. hanggang midnight. So before October 12. Okay? So ganito
Yes, ma'am.
So may activity kayo regarding sa world population. So ito. So T is equals to 22. Ngayon, 22 i-replace mo sa T. After that, nakuha mo na, multiply mo yung 0.22 sa 22, give you 0.44. Where will you get now the e raised to 0.44? Ang e raised to 0.44, you can get the formula, the answer for this one in your calculator. Pindutin nyo lang yung letter E doon, and then exponent, get pa up. Ilagay nyo yung 0.44, then equal sign para makuha ang result. Pwede din sa Google Chrome. I-search nyo sa Google Chrome or sa web browser, type ng E, tapos yung ganito sa keyboard, and type 0.44. Yan. And then, makukuha nyo ang value na ito. Yan. After nang makukuha nyo yung value na ito, you multiply that to 30. Kasi approximately, ito na yung answer. Kasi mahaba yan. Meron pa dito sa dulo. So hanggang 5 na lang na decimal places ang kukunin natin. So we have, i-multiply sa 30, ito ang nakukuha. Take note, this is not yet the answer. Sinabi doon, in 1,000 yung population. So you're going to multiply this in 1,000. What will be the answer? So we have 46,581 in 2017. So in 1,000 man kasi, you just move 1, 2, 3. It gives you 46,581.3. Bakit hindi na kinuha ang 0.3? Siyempre, we're talking about population. We're talking about human being. wala namang tao na isa ang ika-count mo, 0.3 yan. Ulo lang nandoon. Hindi naman. So, joke lang yun, ha? So, ang population is in whole places, walang decimal. So, disregard the decimal place and then ito na yung kunin mo, which is the population for the 2017. So, any questions?
Ma'am, paano nakuha yung sa imam?
Itong E? Itong E, so multiply first the R, nag-given naman yung R, times the 22, which is the T, tapos nakuha ng 0.44. And then, E raised to 0.44, you can get the value using your calculator. Ipindutin nyo lang yung E, may makikita kayong E sa calculator, tapos exponent, and then type this 0.44. Or you can get that in the web browser. Type ko Pakita ko sa web browser. Pwede naman kayo mag-type. Example, go to Google. E raised to, ang raised to yung parang ganyan. Klaro ba? Teka, ilaki ko. Yan. E raised to. Type mo na 0.44. Then, click enter. Ayan. Ito yung answer. Tingnan nyo dun sa nawa ko. Okay. So, parehas na. So, that is how you're going to get the value of E pag wala po kayong calculator. You can already use the Google Chrome. Any question? Question?
Ma'am, excuse
Okay
me.
na.
Ma'am, regarding po dun, ma'am, sa initial na 30A, ibig sabihin, ma'am, kung sakali mag-solve kami sa pinigay niyo pong activity, 30 rin na A ang gagamitin namin.
No. Ito ang formula, A equals to PERT. So, titingnan ko yung, pupuntahan natin yung inyong
Yes.
module. Tingnan ko, So, this
Sa evaluate tama.
Sa understanding. Baka sa unit 2 na yun. Data. Baka nandito sa elaborate. Ayan. Dito sa elaborate. Nandito siya. Ito yung formula. And this one, so, isosolve nyo to using your clean sheet of paper. Tapos ipipicture nyo. Click nyo lang itong add file. Laki ko. So, i-click mo lang yung add file para kunin nyo yung file na kinapture ninyo sa pag-solve nito. So, how will you solve this one? For example, create ako ng, wait lang Okay, so mag-create muna ako ng, sa dulo na lang kaya. Dito So, yung kakopy, wait. Wala man. Wait Ito mo. Ano yun? Yan. For example, this one. Yan, no. Ang formula nyo is PERT. What will you do with this? Just substitute yung given. So, we have P. So, A equals to 680,000. May E ba? Wala. Obviously, wala talagang E kasi ang E is a fixed variable. So, R is 12% per year. So, ibig sabihin, 0.12. Ano ang T? T is 8 years. Okay. O, tapos, i-multiply mo lang to. Ano yung product? E raised to the product para makuha mo yung value. Yun ang i-multiply mo sa 680. Tapos, yung sagot nun, that is your letter A. Kasi parang substitution lang siya. You substitute the given answer. For example, P. So, sa P ka mag-substitute. May R. Substitute sa R. Sa T. So, substitute sa T. Ganun lang po.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so, if no more questions, so, ganito
Paano na yan? Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes,
Paano?
J-Boy.
Sige na lang, na-answer ko na kasi ma'am, pero ano na lang ma'am kung tama ba yun sa akin.
Na-answer nyo na? Hindi ba pwede i-submit? Tingnan
Wala
ko
ma'am,
kasi...
hindi na pwede kasi.
Yes?
Nakita niyo na po, ma'am, yung ano ko, na-submit ko na kasi ma'am, lahat.
Ang sa akin din ma'am.
Ito, gagawin ko yung form kasi until October 11 pa naman yon. So, i-edit ko yung forms wherein you can resubmit again your activity. So, wait na lang po mamaya, ha? And then, ganito so, sa Tuesday, mag-meet muna tayo for the Fibonacci sequence. Kasi akala ko, ma-discuss ko ngayon yung Fibonacci, hindi pa pala. So, magdi-discuss muna ako sa Tuesday. And then, after ng discussion, makikita nyo na po yung quiz. So, yung quiz, pwede nyo na din yung makita, pero pag hindi pa po kayong ready mag-take, please don't answer the quiz yet. For the quiz also, it will be sent through private message. Lahat ba kayo naka-answer na sa student profile?
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi doon sa student profile, kukunin ang inyong email address. Kasi ang quiz, kailangan talaga ng may email address na isi-send sa sender, sa recipient. Okay, so please open your camera. I'm going to take a screenshot for my documentation na nag-class.
Excuse me, ma'am. Just want to clarify. Ma'am, every, bang day ang klase natin, ma'am? Kasi, nimutan ko kasi, ma'am,
Tuesday and Thursday, 9 to 10:30.
Okay, ma'am. 9:30 to 10:30.
9 o'clock to 10:30.
Okay, ma'am.
1.5 po tayo. Every meeting.
Ma'am, i-check na lang yung na-send namin, ma'am, kung tama ba yun. Okay, Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, please open your camera. I'm going to take the screenshots for the attendance.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, so wait. So if no more questions, so see you next meeting. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
good. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bless. Okay, welcome.